Yo, what's good? It's Damien here. Welcome back to my channel. We like to talk about personal finance and self-improvement. We're just trying to be a better person overall. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 side hustles that you can start today to make you more money, increase your income, your monthly income, so you can invest it elsewhere, because we don't want to just spend it all over the place. But we're going to be talking about actual side hustles, not the basic stuff you hear all the time, like affiliate marketing, driving for Uber, delivering food, like all the basic stuff that's like either oversaturated or like for affiliate marketing, you need like a decent audience to actually execute and have it grow to something substantial. A little extra money doesn't hurt anyone. Like I wouldn't be able to live the way I live personally without other streams of income that I have, because we do be kind of bougie, but within moderation. But let's get into it. The first one we have on the list today is starting a blog. And yes, it sounds kind of random. You wouldn't think you'd make that much money off of it. But in your first year, if you're consistent posting like the same content or the same theme of content, like multiple times a week, so regularly, consistently, in the first year, you can make anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000. So I mean, there you go. I mean, you really don't need to hear anything else. If you're into writing, if you're good at writing, if you have a certain niche topic that you're really passionate about, just share it with everyone else. Like even if you don't end up making money, which you probably will eventually, it's still just something that you would enjoy to do. As a hobby, that could turn into a money generating machine. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it. I've dabbled in this before, I just don't have the time to be consistently writing out a blog post like 3 times a week. So for me, it doesn't work. But if you love writing all the time, like I write papers for school, and I don't want to do any more on top of that. But if you're into it, it could be a move. The second side hustle that we have, one that's near and dear to my heart, is freelance work. Whether it be videography, photography, those are the first thing that come to my mind. But you can do a lot of freelance work with the writing also. You can do freelance writing for other blogs and such, or like for magazine, the newspaper. But freelance work is so easy to do and it has such a wide variety of things you can do. Like personally for me, I have my videography and occasionally photography on top of that. And depending on how good you are, obviously, you can charge basically whatever you want if you can back that price up. Like when I started with my editing personally, I started with like highlight tapes because of my team. So at the end of the year or like halfway through the year, whatever, people would be like, yo, can you make me a tape? And I would charge between like $100 and $200. I mean, it's not like anything crazy, but that extra income when you can't really work during the season, or I guess post-season, we still have like crazy workouts and stuff. So you can't work as much, but you get that extra income coming in. I mean, that's kind of fuego, okay? And as you get better at it, like most things in life, the better you are at it, the more you can charge for it. For example, I've started charging more and more for my videos. Like for a quick Instagram video, it could be anywhere between like $300 to $700, depending on what it is and like what you're asking of me. And then if you also do like music videos and such, that just goes higher, and like bigger production things goes higher depending on the client, So say you were writing still in that university mind. Say if you're writing like an article for a big newspaper, obviously you're gonna charge more than just like a little local newspaper that's starting up in your city. So there's a huge gap, and it all depends on how much work you're willing to put into it. So it's definitely a side hustle that would be worthwhile. The third side hustle that we're going to be talking about on this list is kind of out of left field, but it actually kind of makes sense, and that's being a virtual assistant, especially now with all the COVID stuff going on and not being able to be in offices with like other people and such. A lot of people still have a lot of work on their plate and they still need an assistant. So that's when you just like slide on in there. And I mean, it's exactly how it would sound. You're doing assistant work, probably like sending emails, replying to emails, getting schedules set up, office work. That's what you're signing up for. But it's kind of crazy because you can earn up to like $4,000 a month from doing stuff from your laptop, your phone, your tablet, whatever. So obviously it depends on who you're working for and such, but still, you could probably have multiple clients on the go as long as you can manage your time properly. but that is a hefty extra income on top of whatever else you want to do. The fourth thing we have on our list today is reselling. So I'm talking about like getting things at your local store or whatever, getting it from your friend or like just anywhere in your room that's probably undervalued and then selling it online for a better price. One thing that Gary Vee is super into is garage sales because he's like a multi-millionaire, but he just loves the grind. So he goes to the garage sales and finds like little knickknacks and stuff, or like baseball cards or stuff that the owner just doesn't know how valuable it really is. Do a quick little eBay search, and then he's like, oh, I can make like $10 off of this. And $10 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have multiple things making $10, like if you found 10 things, that's $100 profit in like a day. Obviously you still have like shipping costs and all that other stuff, but at the end of the day, it's still a profitable side hustle that, does take time to find the things, but once you get the ball rolling, once you know what to look for, it gets easier and easier. And the fifth and final thing we're going to be talking about today is an e-commerce store. And I know we've all seen the ads on YouTube about how selling on Amazon FBA or whatever it is, starting a Shopify store, how you can make thousands and thousands in the first month if you follow their program. But it's a real thing. Not specifically what they're talking about, but an e-commerce store in general. It could be like on Etsy where you sell your art, your photography, or like little knickknacks that you made. Like it's an actual thing that you can profit off of, not with the whole Shopify gurus and all that stuff, but it is a thing that you should definitely look into. The numbers that they talk about actually can be somewhat realistic. Obviously, it depends on what you're selling. If you're selling something that's more expensive, of course your revenue is going to be higher, but you could easily, well, not easily because everything takes time, but it's definitely feasible for you to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 extra dollars a month if you have a solid store online that is generating income, depending on what you're selling, but it's still a thing that you should definitely look into. And that's the end of our list for today. And this is about side hustles, now passive income. So yes, they will take time for you to start up and actually get it going, but when you do get it going, it'll be worthwhile. So I hope this video helped you out if you're looking at some new side hustles you want to try to, diversify your income streams and all that stuff. But if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. We're signing out.